Hey gang, Will here from the Ashland Fly Shop, November 7th, 2020. We are cooking right through late fall steelhead season, and that's what we really want to talk about. We want to give you an update there, what's happening on the two major rivers that we fish this time of year, the Rogue and the Klamath. So let's just jump right into it. We'll start with the Rogue. Okay, Rogue Valley, Southern Oregon, a lot of the West Coast. We have smashed the storm door, thank God, and we are out, what looks like for now, of the enemy high pressure system that can just like sit on us for so long, which it has and has and has. So we have had a nice little shot of precipitation over the weekend. We've actually got some snow in the higher elevations last night into today, Sunday. It's just what a relief, what a big change. You can just really feel like this giant exhale in the whole area. So we could not be more happy about that. How's it affect the fishing in the Rogue? Actually not a ton right now. So definitely freshened it up a tiny bit, there's no question, but we didn't see any sizable shift in flows, like no real bumps or anything, but I'm sure there was a little bit of color, and then it's sort of settled back out. So 800 out of the dam at Lost Creek Lake for the Rogue, and about 1100 at Dodge. And so that's kind of the main area that we look at this time of year when we have the fish kind of spread out in that area like we do. So, so not too much of a change, but the fish are definitely going to react. We have overcast. I mean, the conditions are definitely different. So I really feel like the fish are going to react. They're going to start to get more active. They're going to start to get more excited about getting into the tributaries and getting their business on. So hopefully that'll pull more fish up. We do see this coming week as well. We do have more storm activity, more weather activity, and it looks awesome, man. It doesn't look like big deluges and back to sun. It looks like nice, solid, overcast, steady rain. It couldn't be better. We're so excited about it, and we'll just keep you in the loop, and call us too if you're coming up, because sometimes we can't get to these reports as soon as we'd like. So please call us, and we'll fill you in on the day-to-day what we're hearing about from our guides and stuff. But I think the Rogue, again, November, we're looking at a nice setup, which we have for the past years. So what are we using? All the same stuff. All the same stuff we've been using, to be honest. Nymph fishing really, I think, still is going to be great with the lower flows. It's really going to be a solid way to pursue these fish. Maybe you're probably going to find some fresher fish in there now, but same kind of setup with the low flows. They just can't do much. Swinging flies, same deal. We're really looking at those darker patterns, that kind of 2-inch sort of size. We really like that. Sink tips. Yeah, absolutely. Now is a great time to fish your T11s. Start kind of getting down, really feeding them, getting in front of them. That's what you really want to try to focus on, finding them, finding where you can really get to them. Start to look at those more secondary spots now that maybe have been a little quiet for the last few weeks. Those fish could be moving into those spots, in and out of them. So it's worth looking at some of that stuff again. So yeah, great, away we go. I do believe we will be fishing and having good fishing all the way into the first of the year this year with this kind of setup. As we see late fish coming in, and I think it could be quite good. So let's keep in touch, give us a call, and happy to fill you in on what's happening on the Rogue. Okay, Klamath River. We love the Klamath. It is another license. It's just over the hill. Many people don't quite realize that for us to drive to the closest spot on the Rogue is the same distance for us to drive to the closest spot on the Klamath. So we love it. We fish it. It's super cool. We see bigger fish on the Rogue consistently, but we do see nice fish on the Klamath. We size everything down a bit when we fish there, and we just have a frickin' ball over there. So it's super fun. It's been good. It's been solid. It's been quiet. It's been all the things about steelhead, right? So we've been fishing now. We've been fishing all the way from the top down through Syad, but really even down. you can fish even farther down now into the Happy Camp area. Like that whole stretch is good. We did see some pretty stale fishing, I would say, in the last 2 or 3 weeks compared to what we had seen when the fish first moved in. But now they're kind of spread out. They're kind of hunkered down. But now again with this rain, I think the scent of rain and the little freshets that are coming in, it's definitely gonna pump it up a bit. And I think those fish are going to be on the move, and fishing is going to improve down there. Doesn't change the tactics really at all. Overcast days probably have a little harder time fishing your dries. With the high pressure on the Klamath, those fish getting active as the day wears on and the water temps warm up. Dry flies traditionals are good, and you can still do that on the Klamath. Those fish tend to be a little more aggressive than rogue fish, especially later in the year. But using your sink tips now, getting into those runs, those fish are really going to respond to that stuff. So again, we size everything down on the Klamath where we can, just a little different than the rogue. So all the same bugs, your hothead stones if you're nymphing, your glow bug eggs, your little small nymphs, PTs, copper johns, all the same stuff, just size it down. 10 on the rogue, 12 on the Klamath, 4 on the rogue, 6 on the Klamath. It's very common to do that. The swung flies are almost the same. You can size them down a bit. I wouldn't go down to a 6 per se. Size 6 hook on the Klamath too much. You can definitely get some pretty good sized fish on the Klamath that'll test a small hook like that. You can get off of it a little easier, but it's not unrealistic to fish a 6. But 4s on your swung flies is a good size for that. Again, a couple-inch fly. Again, we like those darker patterns up higher in the system. La-da-da-da-da. We're going to be fishing around I-5 now pretty consistently and looking for fish up there as they move in up there, and that's a lot of fun to poke around. Give us a call. We're happy to touch base with you. So that's what we're seeing on the Klamath. 1,000 out of the dam, 1,000 CFS out of the dam, 1,300 at Syad. So very, very similar setup as the Rogue. We also have that weather coming in throughout the week, and the Klamath being a longer system, we can expect that to probably pump up a little bit. So we're very excited about that too. So off we go. Trout fishing, Upper Sacramento, McLeod. You have a few more days to fish the McLeod. October caddis, I'd really be looking at that. Streamer fishing for browns, that's going to be really on the menu down there. But beautiful time to be down there. Going to be chilly, going to be rainy, but boy, that's a nice place to be. Upper Sacramento, same thing. I do expect that October caddis to linger out more on the Upper Sac. Later into November, later into December. So Upper Sac is open all year, which is awesome. McLeod closes on November 15th. So get down there, poke around. It's a lot of fun. Upper Sacramento is a wonderful winter fishery, really a cool place to fish. Caught some beautiful fish down there in the winter. So pick a nice day and go down there and check it out. Enjoy. Good stuff, again, low 800 CFS, so really low conditions up there. Cold conditions, overcast is just going to trap that cold. Without the sun, it's really going to stay chilly up there. So probably going to start to get pretty tough fishing. Those fish are going to go a bit dormant. Small nymphs if you're fishing. If you're fishing nymphs, and indicator fishing up there, small nymphs. Is probably what you're going to want to be trying. Little midge, pupa, things like that. I would give that a try. You can try streamers. I don't know how active the fish are going to be for them, but you could give it a try. And then starting to look for dry fly hatches, starting to look for some of those early blueing hatches. Some of those early hatches can be pretty good size, so don't be without your 16s, 18s, but those hatches can be pretty cool and bring fish up in the middle of the day. So holy water is definitely one to look at and keep an eye out for and fish throughout the winter. It can be a lot of fun up there. Okay, that's what we got for you for our region. We love this time of year. We miss seeing so many people around, but this is really a secret season for us. and can be some great fishing. So, you know, if you're not a fair weather fisherman, it's a good time to be out and about. We still get some beautiful days. It's pretty temperate still. So if you do want to come up and do some fishing with us, we're going to have plenty of availability on the Rogue and should have some solid availability on the Klamath. And happy to put you into some fishing for the next couple months. And just keep tuned in here. We'll keep updating you. And thank you so much, America, for a wonderful election cycle. It's great. The wild fish of the world, thank you. The wild animals of the world and wild places, all thank you very much. So good on you. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.